Hello and welcome to Operation Cleanup Drive. This is your digital learning coach, Amy, here with Keep Indiana Learning, ready to help you clean up your drive, whether it is the end of the school year, the middle of the summer, the beginning of the school year, maybe even the middle of the year. Whenever you are watching this, we welcome you and hope that you are doing well. In video 1, we are going to practice a little bit with what to do with your drive when you open it up and you see your quick access, maybe just one folder, and then a bunch of loose files. So in video 1, we will talk about creating folders and subfolders. Here you can see at the very top, they have a quick access area, folder area, and then again, loose files. If I click in my folder area, I can see that there is just one folder waiting for me. How about if we clean up those files and make a goal of getting them into folders? In the top left corner, you'll see a plus sign, New. When you click there, you have a choice, New folder, file upload, or folder upload. You can also create more Google items or products, but for right now, let's add a folder. Wonderful. Here, when we add folders, I encourage you to think about broad categories. Maybe things like grade level, how about subjects or academic areas? Maybe technology is a folder that would be appropriate for you. And one last one that I usually like to use is staff. Awesome. So as you can see, those folders populated in the folder section of my drive. I'm taking a look here and I want to get into this staff folder. When I double click on it or open it, you can see that there is nothing there. One thing that I encourage you to think about is adding subfolders here. One great way to subfolder or add a way to drill down, if you will, in one folder is to do it by year or by quarter. For staff, it's probably appropriate to do it by year. So you'll see that folder appear. When I click on that one, now I've gone even farther, and you can see that progression across the top. My drive, staff. Now I'm in 2020. 2021. I can click on this little upside down triangle and I've got lots of options here. But in this section, I want to add or upload something to this section or to this folder. In my drive, if I click back to the beginning, I can find my staff agenda. Once I click on it, I know that I want to physically move it to that staff folder, specifically 2020-2021 folder. I can use those beloved 3 dots and say move to. I can also right click on it, and then there's also a shortcut for it as well. Now I've got my choices. I'll click on staff. When I hover to the right side, that sideways caret appears. This is the one that I want. Good. It's telling me the folder is empty, but not for long. I'm going to physically move that staff agenda out of my open drive and into that subfolder. Awesome. As you go through your main or your very broad category folders, think about those subfolders that you can use to organize and file your items here that are loose into those areas. Now, one thing I'd like to share with you, a super fun tip or trick. There are times where you want an item to be alive in 2 or more areas. This is appropriate, let's say, if I have a curriculum map and I really want it to live in not only my grade level folder, but also my staff folder. Now let's think about what we know about Google, and we know that those items those folders are typically shared with different people. So if I physically move my curriculum map to the staff folder, then only the staff has access to it. If I physically move it to the grade level folder, then just my grade level has access to it. If there really is a need for both folders to have it, and I want it to be alive, meaning any changes I make to it are going to stay alive and stay current, then what I can do is find this and do a quick command on my keyboard, Shift-Z. And then a little window will appear, and it'll ask me, there it is. It'll ask me where I want it to go. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to find that I want it in my grade level folder. Good. Now I can, because I just added it to the grade level folder, I can click on it and I can physically move it to my staff folder. That's one more way that you can physically move. And then I showed you that layer of being able to have it stay alive in two different areas, and it will always remain current. Thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing you in part 2, where we talk a little bit more about naming folders and other options that you have.